Hi there, we are looking at the National Association Under-11 Team Championships Finals 2021, following a tip-off from Richard Pert that they are in progress right now. This is GM Matthew Sadler, and I'm WIA Natasha Regan, and we're going to just dip in on some games and see what happens. Should we start with board one?
Let's start with board one.
Yeah, and actually some of the names will be quite familiar to us. There's 8 games ongoing at the minute, and we could start with that one. If I just
is Jan Moore under 11?
He certainly is. Yeah. Because in one of my previous streams there was Whimsical Jam, which is Theo. Yeah. Remember Whimsical Jam is Theo, and he was playing Jan Moore, and Theo's mum or dad was in the stream saying that they're 2 of the top kind of under 11 players. And Stanbad, we've also regularly
indeed.
So it's absolutely fantastic. And it's Stanbad now against Demyan, who's another one we commentate on regularly. And so both are under 11.
Good Lord, look at those ratings, very impressive.
And this is like an opposite side castling, and black's throwing everything down the queen side, white's coming in on the king side. And I can imagine coming into e6 as well one day.
Yeah, I mean, I think in principle, black's the one who's got his pressure in first here. I think
black's a bit faster, doesn't it? Yeah,
that looks a bit faster, but it's not. Yeah, it's not 100% clear how that how you're really going to break through in actual fact. But obviously, I think Queen b4. Now I was wondering about this. It's a very brave move. On the one hand, you're opening the b file and also exposing your queen. If you can get away with it, then though you have actually managed to get rid of a rather annoying pawn that was. It's hard to say. It was blocking the b file, but it was also restricting the opponent's king. And so this is, and of course, if black just moves the bishop, then this bishop on c4 remains, sort of cementing the white queen side. So this is actually a very interesting position. This one, I mean, in principle, you feel that black should be doing pretty well here, but it's not. It's the sort of thing that can just go, wrong, and then you just end up with end up with a bad position as black.
Well, white has kind of the extra pawn, so if white can survive the attack, then it could be good for
exactly.
an endgame.
Yeah. I mean, that's so really very interesting. This one. I mean, bishop takes c4 is natural. I was wondering about playing a move like bishop a6, but I think we would have just gone queen c3 and still covered stuff. Rook a5. With
does b4 work as a fork?
Well, we've got rook a4 always, so that is actually fine. But I'm a bit surprised about rook a5. It's not, I'm not 100% sure. I think what he was looking for actually was this trick of knight takes b3 check and rook c5. I think that was the very clever idea behind it. Now the question is actually because it could
anyway.
You could go knight b3, cb, rook c5, indeed. And after queen d3, you'll go rook takes b3. This could be very strong.
Gosh. Oh, a nice tactic then by Demyan.
That's a very nice tactic. That's a very nice tactic. I hadn't spotted it until it actually came up on the board. I mean, I think it probably, if white had spotted it, he might have played a move like king d2. And just get the king out of the way. And if you go king e2, knight d2, it's still not completely clear. You must say that because after all, you're going to have 2 rooks for the queen. And it's not, I mean, definitely black can...
So you wouldn't do like queen takes rook or anything like that, just to be a rook and a piece for the queen?
Yeah, I think I'd rather just play my queen to a4 or something like that, or to d3 is better. And then rook takes b3, king c2, and then just rook take, just take. And I've got 2 rooks for the queen. I mean, the thing I've got moves like knight g5 to e6 coming in. So I think black has to do a little bit of his own stuff basically. So that might actually slow black down a little bit. I mean, black is better, but that might be a reasonable chance. I think the only thing is the white king exposed. If black manages to avoid any problems, own king, and then get his queen active, then obviously this could get very difficult for white. I sort of say clear advantage for black, but not 100% clear.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because if that white knight goes in on g5 eventually, and the rook on a1 sort of thing, what I mean is, okay, black can get this queen out pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean the queen can come around to d7. So yeah, I mean it's knight g5. That's yeah. I was wondering. Yeah, I think it's a practical decision. You do it immediately. I think a4 now would be the most pleasant for white, for black rather. Yeah, just you've got multiple check options, and then just let white figure out what he wants to do. I think that's maybe the most practical decision. Also, you go rook a1. I've got queen d4. It's and yeah, it's not every step of the way you've got to make sure you're not stepping on a mined square, but it's not clear. I mean, it's maybe there's going to be some some clever that you can do with black.
Because white could tuck the king away, perhaps on the king side.
Yeah, I mean, white can try and do that, but after queen a4, it's going to be a bit tricky to achieve. I think you should be able to a queen b5. Yeah, it's possible to do.
So maybe rook b2
felt a bit more natural to me, but maybe queen b5.
All right. I actually think we've got a slightly bad internet. I might. Can you hear me still? I think we've lost Matthew temporarily. All right, I'm going to checking on. I don't know, but I would go now. I think maybe rook a2. I suppose black's looking now to potentially sacrifice on g4 and get checks. I will end this stream because I think we've got a bad connection, and I will reboot my PC.